more important. And ladies and gentlemen, the question is, how will the optical networks reshape the commercial markets? Let's find it out with our next speaker here on stage. Please welcome the Chief Commercial Officer of Alea Soluciones from Spain, Mr. Gabriel de Benito, to share his insights. Hello.
Thank you. Thank you. So thank you, everybody. I'm going to show you who are I. We are a company that has, this year, will have 21 years, so we are a little bit more than the medium, at least in Spain. So we are specialized in FTTH technologies, and we have groups for software development, internal people, operation and support, and we have configured all this network, mainly for small ISPs in Spain, some of them out of Spain, and we are providing services mainly in Spain and sometimes in South America. And we manage all the things related with the shipments. We try to optimize all the shipments from China to Spain. And we are value-added partner with Huawei. It means that we try to contribute with something, and we have our software that mainly is the OSS and other software. We have a software for mainly for ISPs, OSS, tools for network sharing. That is a tendency that lately is very, very active in Spain. And we are certified by, because our technician needs to have very good skills. So we try to be as a very skilled company inside the ecosystem, Huawei ecosystem. So we have 5 stars in access transmission and networking. And we mainly face 2 markets, the telco sectors, so is this the ISPs. In Spain there are, well, now with the last tendency it's a little bit less, but has been more or less 900 small ISPs with the local, all of them are not trying to cover Spain whole, so they have local activities. So it is the direct sales mode and our long-term clients. So it means that we have a long relationship with most of them, and they are our main customers. And apart of that, we have the hospitality sector that we face through our partners with channel. That because they are our partners are with the people that are providing services and has the direct relationship with the hotels, with the property. And in both, we supply devices, we supply software, we supply services for implementation and post-sales. And this is the summary of our project. So we can say that for hospitality, it's very common in new hotels. So when you have an old hotel, you need an arrangement, and it is more complicated because the hotel has to close in order to do all the arrangement, all the renovation of systems. So in big resorts and in new resorts, almost 100% of occasions, the property decides to install FTTR. So the limitation of Ethernet networks is not present. So it means that there are many advantages of using the optical fiber in hotels. So it means that you have no wire, no copper wire. You have the problem of the distance in Ethernet. The maximum distance of 20 kilometers in Japan is more far away, more than enough in a hotel. So other problem that normally the hotels have is normally the property tends to put the hotels near the sea. So it means that the humidity affects the copper and provokes a lot of bad effects in the cabling. So it means that in the optical fiber installation, all this problem does not exist. So it is very, very comfortable for the property, not having to replace wiring in a constant way. So the estimation is in 2 years, they have rewired completely all the system in the hotel in very humidity zones, for example, in the Caribbean Sea or things like that. So the quality of service does not depend on the distance, does not depend on the infrastructure, and does not depend on the humidity and other factors that can be very common in hotels. So the same solution that you can apply to campus is very useful for hotels, especially for big resorts. So you only have one cable and you have all the services through the same fiber. And you can see that here you reach the room and you can split all the services here. So it is valid for the rooms, it is valid for other environment like big rooms or conference rooms, and it is valid also for a public area. It's mixed with the Wi-Fi solution, but it is a very good solution that it's a global tendency that is happening in the sector. So the traditional one, the traditional solution in Ethernet means that you need switches distributed in all the infrastructure, because you need connectivity and you need to surpass the limiting distance of the Ethernet. So it means that you need a lot of rooms, you need a lot of air conditioning systems, you need batteries, you need a lot of things. So when you change to optical fiber, all these things disappear. So you can put directly the OLT and the ONTs in the rooms. So it means that you have a passive system that it is not affected by the distance, it is not affected in quality, and it is independent of all the rest of things. So you eliminate the rooms, you eliminate the cost, and you eliminate a lot of problems and the need to manage all these systems. So this is one example of a very recent award that we have had. And well, the calculation about the improvement in the power supply in carbon emission and all the things related with the manufacturing and all the things related with the operation of the system is quite good. So this is the example in one hotel in the Canary Island, that it is the typical resort. In this case has more than 800 rooms, but we have managed hotels with 1,400 rooms. All these things is covered by our software. The OSS system is very adequate to manage all the services in the hotel and gives the property a very good feeling about the way of managing that. So there are no problems. There are the manage of any problem that can arise is quite easy, because all the alarms, all the real-time alarms, and all the characteristics of all the features that the system has is very suitable for them. And the people that is using that, sometimes at the beginning, the property has the doubt about what happened with this. Is very simple management system, and probably I have no visibility about what is happening in the hotel, what is happening with my services. But in the real life, what happened is that all the management is quite easy. All the new equipment that has to be connected is really quick. And all the things related with monitoring of the system is quite direct. So they are quite happy with this. And the question is that the property is forgetting about how can we manage the system, and I'm focused in my customers. So this is, let's say, an automatic system that is working in a standalone mode. And all the big chains, I have not put the name of this, but maybe somebody knows that. All the big chains are, from several years ago, are changing to this mode and installing FTTH in the hotels and our OSS. So as a summary, the only doubt that the property has is, there are no doubts when you have to build a new hotel. So the only doubt that you can have is what happens when I have an old building and I need to renovate that. So it is a very complicated question. And sometimes the problem is if they cannot close the hotel, sometimes they are not very prone to start the renovation. So this is the typical problem. But anyway, sometimes they have to change something. So all the things related with the services will be very welcome by the system, growth in bandwidth, new services that come. All the things related with new service like domotic things, control, new devices are quite easy to install and does not need a new infrastructure to be installed. So you don't need to put more switches, you don't need to put more Ethernet wiring, you don't need to put any other devices. The only thing that you have to do is to configure the system to be able to manage another service, another VLAN, another IP group or something like that. So everything seems to be quite easy with this, and it is a very good tendency. And in the IT part, the companies feel that this is a very good reason to be focused in other activities. So this is not the main problem of the property, being much more easy, much more direct. So this is all. So thank you very much for your attention.